got ourselves certified over the team one, ready to go. I like the mock. I like the look. Earthfire also joined in on the Shamansman. What is that? Is that the event here? Fist? I'm pretty sure that is. PRF first up versus Rosie. Immediate in card, backing away. Kind of predicting the Fist of Fury out of the monk, but doesn't really want him to get any kind of resets. Leaping in with yet another restun into a bind bastard follow completely. DR'd the hell out of the guy. Got himself even more bleeds, maybe a karma. On a PRF, he's taking a lot of damage into Rosie with a wall, just trying to see if he can fight through it. Bash, actually bear form with thorns, just trying to see if he can puncture through the thorns, through the karma. I think he should be able to do so pretty easily, yeah. Zuen joins in. PRF needs every defensive. Got himself big lineup on the Rosie. Massive crit onto Rosie afterwards, so that's going to be Heart of the Wild. Just looking for a little bit of that survivability. We saw Pharaohs absolutely dominating yesterday over in the Team EU. It's going to be mad. Oh, I don't even know what happened to Rosie's hellbar there. I looked away for a second, literally looked to the left side of my screen to see PRF and his cooldowns, and then looked to the right and there was Rosie's hellbar. Wait, why? What is the point of this? What did he do wrong? Oh, is that just because he's on the other team? So, have those guys? Lintania gonna be up next versus PRF. They did nerf Outlaw Rogan kind of recently, less between the eyes value, but I think you still will probably get quite a bit of damage out of either way. I mean, that was an opener by the rogue, right? PRF is already at half health. Would you call that rogue nerfed? He's already at half health. He literally didn't get a chance to play. He's already like half dead. And it's going to be pistols out of Lintenia as he's just chaining him more damage. Cheap shot right afterwards. Got himself down, so it's a lot of proxy either way. With a grapple hook around the corner, trying to see if he can maybe go for potentially a kick onto PRF. He's just finally catching himself a breather. The rogue cannot be stunned. He goes in for a full blind. He gets himself short blinds in the Fist of Fury right afterwards. He can still pistol shot past it though. So even if you got parries, you can't parry a gun. You can't parry a gun. Karma to follow cloak shot potentially for Lintania. It does cloak, and I think he just removes it, right? Pretty sure you got the cloak that removes stuff, yeah? Or does he? I don't think he's running cloak that removes karma. Shadow step as he goes in for dragon kick, disarm on Lithania. You still have access to the gun though. You can still keep firing. If you got yourself the full combo with between the eye stuff and you got a couple of pistol shots banked together, you can just keep firing off even if you're disarmed. It literally doesn't matter. The only thing you can do is ambush, sinister strike, and dispatch, but still between the eyes, you can still do that. That's just all gunplay. With Fist of Fury, with PRF with no health, Lithania just guns him down. Felt like he was taking 0 damage from the Fist of Furies, but Sensei is going to be up next. From one monkey to the next these guys are not really getting that much variety of competitions. Lithania got himself the reset. Sensei does go for the human Rachel to break out of the stun a little bit late. Does not want the rogue chaining his attacks as it could potentially be a Shadow Dance out of Lithania. He does try to go for a bit of a reset. Adrenaline was still rolling. Zuen not gonna let you catch a reset whatsoever. There goes the dance, trying to see if he could run by Lintania with an Sensei with an evasion too, trying to stay on him as best as possible. Disarm for a second, and I think it was still just between the eyes again, back to back to back. He got a vanish available. Could use vanish very aggressively. While Adrenaline is active, Adrenaline does fall off. Manages to escape the Fist of Fury. Got himself a cheap shot. Sensei needs a stun onto Lintania. He can't really stop him right now. It's just both of them just going out full damage. Mass kicks by Sensei. Does get a touch of death onto Lintania. Super low. Decided to see if he could try to overpower. Are we doing this again? Okay, I feel like Solon here is a little bit less BM than going up and flagging him, right? Placing a banner on his body. I feel like capturing his soul is a little bit less BM. You know what I mean? Because I feel like when you place a flag on them, it's like, I own this right now. I own this spot right here. Where you die, that's my spot. That's my favorite spot in the arena. Jungle gonna be up next versus Sensei. Full burst out of the monk, trying to see if he can just give the pressure roll, and Jungle backing up out of there. Survival of the fittest, charging right in, and Sensei making a retreat behind the pillar. Got himself a bit of that zonal action with the Ring of Peace into a karma on the pet to make sure that the karma cannot be removed easily. So at least he's giving himself some survivability. But Jungle is just encouraged to keep funneling the damage into Sensei. He doesn't have to worry about the damage reflecting back to him. It's just gonna be his little why is it Rapture? I was about to say Rapture, but then I was looking at that thing's eyes and it's just like, okay, that thing is on something. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's on something. 100%. That's not a raptor, it's a crack raptor. What is that? Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it? Did you find it in the jungle? His name is Wilton by Jungle. Maybe you found it in the jungle. What is that thing? Why is his eye so big? Cracture? Exactly. Gonna be death shocker, but Sensei got him some plenty of damage. Massive kick. Turtle shell last second, keeping the hunter alive. Well placed freezing trap too. In that chaos, he was still able to land it. But man, Sensei got such an advantage. Jungle trying to see if he could back up out of there. He just needs one good kick. Stun, bladed defensive, trinket to follow. Massive rising sun kick, taking him out with a quick uppercut. It's 10. This is gonna be up next, dude. His whole name, dude. I'm just like, I'd stumble. Wait, no shot. Did you? You still dotted. So he did go for in cap. He was hoping to in-cap mid-hunt. The hunt still connected. You did get the in-cap, but the hunt did connect because he did take a dot. There was like a burn, like a fell burn on you afterwards. That's the only way to tell if there's a hunt on him or not. Karma immediately rises, goes in for a stun. 10 is just gonna go in mass damage, full cleave into Sensei. I don't really know if you want to do that with a Karma, but for Sensei, this does give him a defensive. And this way, 10 trying to see if he can bust out of there into Alexius. This is gonna try to see if he can use mobility to get around Sensei. And Sensei out of defensive cooldown, so he only got diffused magic, and that can only help him a little. A lot of the damage Demon Hunters do is chaos damage, so that's going to be kind of effective. But like, yeah, it's just such a short-lived defensive compared to what a Demon Hunter can do. It's going to be a damp and harm rotated afterwards. He's trying to see if he can maybe rotate those defenses. He's basically got to be doing that if he's going to be out in the open fighting anybody. Otherwise, he's got to get himself recovery. Sigil Misery almost catching the monk, but not quite there. Sensei Karma coming back in about 40 seconds. Right now, he's a little bit dry. He doesn't have leg sweep. He doesn't have really anything. He just tried to see if he can slow down 10, which is going to be able to break out of the disarm. Full cleave, massive stun into Blade Dance. Doesn't have himself the death sweep, and Metamorphosis. Still quite a bit of damage, though. Big damage out of Sensei. Trying to see if he can maybe make it a turn around with a Thunder Fist. Leg sweep, last second on the 10. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough with the Fist of Fury taking him out. A new artist. A new artist? A new Anbu artist. Oh, Anbu artist. I thought it was like a noob artist, like a Nubarak. But never mind. These guys also got nerfed. Assassination Rogues, full death mark onto Sensei. If you can get back on him and keep the bleeds rolling. Sensei could die. He's trying to see if he can heal himself up. Karma reverts back to artist. Artist could go for cloak. He does go for the cloak. Dots are in on Sensei. May just die here. Potentially. Kidney does have a trinket for this one. Unless you got a big defensive, you just got to maintain your health up above 10% and you'll be fine. Below 10%, you could spontaneously die. So that's a execute mechanic for a SAS rogue with sudden, what is it called? Not sudden ambush. Sudden demise? I think it's sudden demise. Pretty sure. A new artist, a new Barak. Yeah, dude, I actually thought it was a new Barak kind of thing. Our young brother who was a painter, a new artist. Speaking of a new Barak, there's actually some really cool Nerubian stuff in the new zone that it doesn't quite reference. Actually, no, it does reference new Barak. There is one Nerubian you find that does talk about a new Barak. It actually is really, really neat. That's just some history lessons for you. Was that a Shadow Melt? He does go for the Shadow Melt. Maybe a big go. Shiv to follow. Does he go for the Sepsis? He goes in for some kind of dot for sure. Is that Kingsbane? I think it might have been Kingsbane. Sensei getting kind of low on health. The big kicks on the artist. Trying to see if he can get on top of him with the dragon kicks. This is going to be shot aside by the rogue. Looking for an escape. This is going to be close game. Oh, and Sensei closes it out. My goodness, that could have went in either direction. And he just kept on trucking. I love seeing it, man. Love seeing it. Let's get us another one going while we still got these teams, man. These guys are out for blood. I kind of love it.